Hey everyone, I'm Rick Slark from Slark Consulting Group, and I'm so excited today to talk with a good friend of mine and owner of Night Dispatch, Christina Walters. Christina, how you doing today?
I'm good, Rick, and thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very grateful.
Oh no, it's fun. We have a good relationship, and Christina is just an amazing owner. And I thought today it would be great to have a conversation with Christina just to talk a little bit about her journey and where she's headed, and see if some of the things we talk about today aren't applicable to you and your business. And that's really the whole point of our conversation today. So I'm just going to ask Christina some questions about what she does and how she did it. And so let's talk a little bit about the beginning. Is like, how did you end up owning Night Dispatch? And what is Night Dispatch? And let's talk a little bit about your journey.
So I was born and raised in Springfield, graduated Kenton Ridge in 99, went to Clark State. While I was at Clark State, I worked at Hooten Automotive and towing,
Oh, yeah.
and I did the towing remote. This was back with the old Nextels, and did that from home, answered the phone and dispatched the drivers. And as soon as I did that through college. As soon as college was done, I went to United Fiberglass, that was actually owned by the Turner Foundation. They may still be. The company was going bankrupt, so Turner Foundation came in, bought them out. So I was fortunate enough to come right out of college and get to work with consultants that were rebuilding it. So there were no processes. We were completely rebuilding the company. And they said, I did inside sales, but they said, Christina, we need you to create the shipping department. I was like, okay. So that's where I really learned the difference between flatbeds and the different classes and LTL loads and all of that. So I did that, and I knew I wanted to own a business, but I didn't know what it was.
Gotcha.
So I ended up, I don't even remember how it was Mike McCarty at Dan's Towing. He said, I was thinking of an answering service. And he said, no, you have so much more on your customer service is really good. He said, sell your customer service. And that's what got the ball rolling. I started going to the SBDC with Steve Anser was there. He was the director at that time.
Long time ago.
Yes. Matter of fact, it was right when Twitter came out, because he said, have you heard of the Twitter?
Heard of the Twitter?
Yes, and it was brand new. So it was impressive that he even knew about it.
That's great.
And that's just kind of how Night Dispatch came about. And we started, Dale Briggs was one of my first clients with Imperial Express. And what we do is we provide after-hour freight tracking. So we track loads, update their customers, any freight carriers or freight brokers. And we're there 24/7 on the weekend, all evening, and then on all holidays.
Yeah. So who's the client? Like, who's the customer that you guys work with typically in your business? And you really provide the third shift services for these customers. Yeah.
Yes. So our hours are 5 p.m. Eastern to 8 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and then 24 hours on the weekends. We do offer holidays during the day, but so our clients are freight companies and freight brokers. Our favorite clients are the carriers that are 50 trucks and under. That's really our sweet spot with them. We can provide excellent service, allowing them to compete with your big companies, your multi-million-dollar companies, at a fraction of the cost. And their service outweighs them because it's not a big room with thousands of people answering the phone.
Gotcha. So let me ask you a little bit about, you are a woman-owned business, and you are in what I think would traditionally be a male-dominated industry.
Yes.
So what were some of the challenges that you had to overcome, or that you're still overcoming, that some other women business owners may, be asking, how do we overcome these things?
Well, it's letting them understand we are the only US based company that does this, and there's only 3 of us out there in the entire world anyways. So People don't even realize that what we do exists. And so that's the first barrier, is letting them understand they need this. And that's more of the old school way of thinking. I had someone today say, I don't need that, and that's lazy, and I just answer it myself all the time. Well, the advantage we have as being woman is understanding the wives do not like it when their spouses have to be gone all the time. The children do not like it when they're at the ball field and their father, or being male dominant, is having to answer the calls, handle the breakdowns, when they just want them at the ball field for an hour.
Yeah.
So that really helps us. And then the men in our industry are amazing at sales. The tracking, not so much, in the admin stuff. So that's where we excel.
Yeah. So your advantage is that you guys are extremely good at that tracking part.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
allowing their teams to be extremely efficient on the sales side of it, and go find the loads, go create the relationships, and not wear them down because they're getting interrupted sleep all hours of the night.
So what's important about your business? I know you mentioned just a minute ago that you are US based. How does that play into being a really important part of what you're doing in your analytics and your tracking and your communication with drivers and stuff like that?
Yeah, so not only is English our first language, it's the fact that we understand the United States. So we understand where I-5 is and I-70 and the truck stops. We've seen the trucks broke down on the side of the road. We shop at the Targets, the Walmarts, the Aldis, all of those things that we're delivering to, where the same as if I was answering in Colombia or something of that nature, I wouldn't truly understand. And then there's a loss in translation. There's the fact, we're dealing with truck drivers.
Yeah.
So if you, even regardless of how good you are at learning another language, if you aren't using proper grammar, there's a loss in translation.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So your competitive advantage as you deal with a lot of these logistic companies and things like that is you're US based, you understand and familiar with the territory and the highway systems and how it works in the United States for sure. And then what's happening in this industry? Are there women growing in this industry? Is it becoming tell me a little bit about how women are playing a role in that industry.
So you are starting to see a lot more female truck drivers. At first, it was always a little, it could be unsafe because you have the truck stops and things like that, but you're seeing it start to grow. And I'm gonna tell you, the women, they can go pretty far and pretty long legal in the trucks. They do some pretty amazing stuff. So we're seeing a lot more of that now, as well as a lot more on the broker side of the sales reps.
Okay.
And they're rocking it.
Great. That's all. That's pretty awesome. So let me ask you, if there were other women listening to us that maybe aren't playing in the same space, but they are wanting to start a business, because I know your business is rocking it. You are a terrific owner. And you care about your people and you care about what you do. And you are very, very conscientious about the loads and the drivers and all of that kind of stuff. But if there is another woman that is considering an industry or considering owning a business and developing a business, any advice for them on that not necessarily industry-wide, but just on, as a woman owning a business, what they could do or where they should start or some of the things they might need to consider?
Yeah. So one of the first things I always tell them is to start at the SBDC in their areas to find the correct pathway if they do not know how to do the business plans, things like that. The other thing I tell them is once they have it established, go to BNIs, the local business networking international groups, for the referrals. And then, just do it. Do not be scared. I will say one thing as a female that we have to do is you have to be available when people need you. For the meetings and stuff. I've noticed, and this may be my thing, but I have noticed men are very good at setting their boundaries on their times and their schedules, but we have to be there when we can get them, especially in the beginning years of it. So just know the rest will come later. This is that hard work and the struggle and the ready to pull your hair out. That is what success feels like.
Sure.
The boats, the vacation homes, not that I have any of that yet, but that is the fruits of your success.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. You just have to put in the work. You have to do the stuff and find out collaborations and things that can help you. So, and the final question is, you're doing a great job with night dispatch. And how could people in the trucking industry, whether they're brokers or whatever, how could they reach out to you, or how could other women that maybe have some questions reach out to Night Dispatch?
Yeah, so I am on LinkedIn and active in there. So feel free to reach out to me anytime in there, as well as through our website. It's a direct link to me, the www.nightdispatch.net, or they could give us a call at 937-969-4559.
Okay, and give us the website address one more time.
www.nightdispatch.net.
Yeah, I love that logo. That is amazing. And we love what you're doing. We love that you're based out of Springfield. We love just how you are crushing this industry. And you are definitely somebody that others can look up to. And we wish you so much success in the future. So thanks for taking thanks for taking your time with me today. I really appreciate it. And just want to say to you watching that Christina is an amazing person and great leader, and you could learn a lot from her. So reach out to her, and we're thankful for your time, Christina.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me today.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right.